matchup for you here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Keep it up! Keep it up!
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he stopped immediately there. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Now Stroud. This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. They'll let this go deep for Collins.
And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play for Houston. And even 50 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Stroud to throw it.
Touchdown, Texans. Tyler Lockett, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans get the upper hand. Here this afternoon.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And Charles, that's now 4 receptions over his last 3 games of football. Because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Texans in 9-2 to start play. They're coming feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they were pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Stroud now on 2nd down.
Escaping the pressure right. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Marking down at the 9. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jonathan Taylor, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now it's Wilson. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force going down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On third down, here's Williams. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Slot man moves right. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he is going to have a Broncos first down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well. Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up, and the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a winning streak, we've seen some uncharacteristically bad play thus far, and that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Stroud. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
Come on. Hey.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. A little juke. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was a beautiful executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 47-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. I'm not sure what the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They run once more with Taylor.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Here is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And Stroud now to throw.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
14.
On 2nd down, Wilson.
He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, CD, you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game. I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 36-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Score these guys, man.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's Wilson.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he...
This defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't let a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They go play action now. Wilson.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
his 8th rushing touchdown, his 12th overall. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2.
Now receiver in motion left. Now they send a man in motion right.
Power. Good job right there.
That's caught. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
He's going to air one out. This is caught at the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter on a turnover.
And you have to know that in halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
crucial.
Credit the tackle to Darius Phillips. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They go to the ground again with Taylor.
Well, an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 87 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because that incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd and 5. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Derek Young. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has the 1st down, to play going for 15 yards.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Broncos.
Carry from McLaughlin.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Go. Hey, 0.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it there.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned. He's coming for you.
Broncos first down.
19.
They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Broncos.
That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
Here's McLaughlin. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
run with Taylor to begin the drive.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And now they're in the hurry up.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Stroud working out of the gun. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Room here to run. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Denver.
Gets this into the hands of Samaje Perine. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit almost 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They run it again with Williams. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Stop low, 18. Go street. Build that momentum offense.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a 3rd and 6. Stroud to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Hits his running back, Pirine. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Here comes 2nd down.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. And that's caught by Williams.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 28-yard line.
Got it. Fair. 25.
Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McLaughlin.
And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Texans, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Denver, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.